This is the BS Mall Travel Makeup Brush Case. I was sent this to review for free. If you wanted to purchase it, it would cost you $15. They haven't paid me for my review, and my opinions remain my own. So in the box, we get this little plastic case. It has kind of built-in cast hinges. They look a little weak, like if you open and close it too many times, they might crack. And then it has kind of just a snap here, and this thing pops open, and so this guy opens up like this. We have packaged in here with some netting to hold them in shape for shipping these guys, and then we also have these extensions, which in the product photos would snap up into the top of the box like so for storage and travel. Alright, so first issue is if the big brushes aren't in here, the handles make it fall over. And I'm not even sure I'm putting those handles in correctly. Maybe I'm supposed to put them in this way. Alright. So we can take these guys and kind of find some holes for them. Eek, did that the wrong way. Alright, pull it out that way. Okay, so I don't think I have these optimally placed. I think I want the tallest one up here. Even so, it might be getting touched a little bit there. So yeah, I see a little bit there. I don't know if I could put that anywhere better so that guy wouldn't touch these when it closes. Nah, I think that's the best option for it. Okay, so with all those guys in there, if you flick the lid vigorously, it falls over, but it'll hold itself like this. And the idea is you pop out one of these when you want to attach it to the brush and use this guy. So the plastic appears to be the same pink plastic for the case and the brush handles. There's a purple ring there. Once you screw that in, it's not going anywhere. It's a solid single piece there. Feels nice and soft. So I am not going to be using these for makeup. I'm going to be using these to do dry brushing on models, and makeup brushes are good for that. And this is a nice little setup because I can fold it up, snap it closed. It comes with a storage case. And so it looks like we have two handles that have the small threads that would be appropriate for these smaller brushes of different sizes, and then we have kind of a medium-sized and a large thread. And so I believe there's a couple of these that do the medium, and then these, I think it's the four larger brushes probably all have the large handle. So that one actually is a medium handle there. So it looks like three of these brushes use the large handle, and so that essentially means you can only use one of these three with the handle at the same time. There's nothing to stop you from grabbing it and using it by hand. It doesn't have quite the extension, the length here, but it's certainly possible to use these without a handle attached. And so, you can swap the handle back and forth between the different brushes relatively easily. It's not a long procedure to move it back and forth. So there's no smell from any of the bristles, and you have a good selection. I don't like the fact that I'm having to kind of manhandle the bristles to pull these out, but you can grab around the bristles if you want. These holes are kind of tight. You put those in there, and it takes some force to get them out. It would help if your fingers are a little smaller than mine to get in here. It might be possible to lift this out of the box. Let's see. Yes. So if you don't like them being in the box, you can take this guy out of the box, and you can store the heads at least, just sitting on a table. The handles do not have a place in this box unless you sacrifice some holes for the heads. So you're essentially going to have the handles sitting on the side or in the box. I don't think they intend you to take this out of the travel box. There is a little hole here so that air won't get stuck behind it to push it in or out. So you can, when you push it down, the air can go out that hole or these holes in the things where the brush are. Okay, so is this worth the price? And I don't buy expensive makeup brushes. I buy the most inexpensive makeup brushes I can find to dry brush models because I'm going through them pretty fast with acrylic paints. And these seem relatively low cost for the number of brushes you're getting. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 biggish ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 smaller ones. You know, so we're talking less than $1 a brush there. There's nothing fancy about the case or the handles or the brushes, but they look very functional. So if you're looking for something that is relatively small, packs down into a relatively compact case for travel, or just for storage so it doesn't take up too much counter space, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, it's not claiming to be high class or super fancy, but also the price point's relatively low for what you're getting.